No, I arrived in Cincinnati 1960, and only 8 years later, suddenly I was conducting the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra, and 1 year after that, starting with the Cincinnati Ballet Company as their music director. So it all happened very quickly. I probably didn't know what was going on at the beginning, but fortunately there were some people with foresight, vision, namely David McLean, who named me music director. I think he saw somehow this particular day when the company would continue to grow, and so we've lived through it all, and it's been really wonderful. But it wasn't until 1994 that someone asked me to write a full-length ballet, and as it turned out, I wound up only having one summer to compose it, so I enlisted a little help from some friends to help me complete it, and it turned out to be Peter Pan, and that turned out to be a very successful venture that's continued on. Many companies throughout the United States do the piece, so it's a pleasure to think that other people enjoy the music. You know, this 50th anniversary is interesting. Next up immediately is our Peter Pan performance, and then for some reason I said yes to a project which meant I'm writing a new ballet. It's the story of the Wizard of Oz, but told from a ballerina's viewpoint. The dancers give me inspiration. Even when I was younger, they were still keeping me younger than I was, and it still is the truth today. They work so hard, and maybe among all artists, they devote just their entire lives, their bodies to this art form, and no matter how hard I work, I feel there's always more we could do if we want to raise ourselves to the level of the dancers. Yeah, it wasn't in the plan. I wasn't looking to come to Cincinnati, and then a wonderful lady by the name of Eleanor Allen came to Canton, Ohio, and auditioned some kids from up there, and I was one of them, and she was such a charming lady, just talked me into coming to Cincinnati, and I've never regretted it. It's been wonderful. Like Tony Perez says, Cincinnati been very, very good to me.